Hello. For those of you who haven't practiced with me before, my name is Heather Agnew from Trinity, and today we're going to be practicing a breathwork technique called alternate nostril breathing, or Anuloma Viloma. You might have also heard this called Nadi Shodhana. And the purpose of this breathing technique is to alternate the breath between the nostrils, right and left sides, the aim of which, from an energetic anatomy perspective, is to balance the energies of Ida and Pingala Nadi, two of the main energy corridors in our energetic body that balance the energies of the solar and the lunar, or the masculine and the feminine, or the active and the passive. And from the perspective of the nervous system, the aim of what we're doing in this breathwork technique is balancing the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system being your fight or flight nervous system that acts when we're under stress or tension or frightened, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which acts when we are at rest. It's our rest or digest nervous system. So the aim of this breathwork technique is to balance these two aspects of our nervous system. This is particularly important for those of us who've had a lot of stress or tension in our lives, who might be in what we call sympathetic nervous system dominance, to help us come back to a state of balance. Couple of things before we get started. If at any point during this breathing technique you feel uncomfortable, at any time for any reason, you might feel like you're not getting enough breath, you might feel a little bit claustrophobic, you might feel a little bit dizzy. If any of that happens, just stop, come back to your natural breathing. And then you can resume the technique. If it feels more comfortable for you, you can practice imaginary alternate nostril breathing. If you've got a stuffy nose, if you've got any respiratory issues, you might find that you want to clear out your nostrils in advance, see if that helps out. And of course, find a comfortable sitting position. So that might be on a bolster, like I'm sitting on the floor. That might be sitting in a chair or sitting up in bed. And get yourself comfortable. Cross-legged position, Sukhasana, easy sitting position might be comfortable for you. If it's not, you can find any comfortable position, including sitting with your legs extended. So once you've gotten comfortable, your nostrils are as clear as they're going to get, let's begin the technique. So I'm going to guide you through a couple of rounds, and then we'll do a couple of rounds at your own pace. To begin, we're going to be using two mudras, or gestures, for this breathing technique. The first is in your left hand. You're going to touch your index finger and thumb together. If it's more comfortable for your hand, you can curl your index finger into your thumb and place that palm facing up. So your left hand is in Chin Mudra. This is a gesture of cosmic consciousness. In your right hand, you're going to fold your first two fingers down. And this is called Vishnu Mudra. This is a gesture of sustaining or maintaining energy. And then what we're going to do with this mudra is turn your palm towards you. You're going to be using your thumb and your ring finger to place light pressure on the outsides of the nostrils so that we can alternate the breath. If this isn't comfortable for you, particularly if you've got arthritis or injury or difference in your hand, you might prefer to take those first two fingers and place them on your forehead. And again, using your thumb and ring finger to apply light pressure to alternate the breath between the nostrils. So let's start with just softening our breath before we begin a round. If you feel like you've got a little bit of tension in your chest, your throat, your jaw, or your tongue, maybe we'll take a couple of falling out breaths to begin. Inhaling through both nostrils. And on an exhale, sigh out the breath. Again, inhale. Sigh out the breath. And you can repeat that as many times as you feel comfortable with. The aim here is just to relax any tension from the breathing so we can come into this breath nice and soft in our breathing. Then, with the first two fingers folded under, palm facing in front of you, we're going to start with a nice soft exhale. And at the end of the exhale, use your thumb to close the right nostril, and then we're going to inhale. And then switch and exhale through the right nostril. Stay here and take an inhale. And then switch again and exhale through the left nostril. And that's one round. Let's try that again. Inhaling through the left. And switch, exhaling through the right. Stay here, inhaling through the right. And switch, exhaling through the left. So that's 2 rounds. Let's keep going. Inhale. And switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch and exhale. 4th round, inhale. Switch and exhale. Inhale. Switch and exhale. Now take a few rounds at your own pace. And now we'll complete our last round when you're using your thumb to close the right nostril when you're exhaling through the left nostril. So once you've come to that part of the breath, you can release both hands into Chin Mudra, resting on your knees. And just take some soft breaths through both nostrils. You might like to soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just taking some time to sit with that breath. Maybe take some time to notice the energies in your body, in your mind. Notice the rhythm of your breath after practicing alternate nostril breathing. And then you can head on into your yoga practice or meditation practice, or return to your day. Thanks so much for joining me for Analoma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. Namaste.